President's right. Being our brothers and sisters' keepers is what American Graduate Day is all about, and it's got to start when they're young. We begin our second half hour discussing the importance of early education. Statistics tell us that students who are living in poverty, who aren't reading proficiently by the end of third grade, have a staggering 26% chance of dropping out of school. This is exactly the issue that AARP Foundation's Experience Corps is tackling. They team volunteer mentors who are 50 years and older with K through third grade students to give personal attention to those who might need a little extra help with their reading skills. And we're lucky to be joined by Lester Strong of the AARP Foundation Experience Corps. Also, one of their very best and brightest mentors from the city of Chicago, Ronald Weidman. Nice to have you both. So, Lester, why don't you start me off? What was the whole philosophy behind the Experience Corps?
Well, it's twofold. First of all, because there, just as you said, Soledad, there's a recognition that if a child, especially in the American system, isn't reading by the end of third grade, a huge probability that they'll never graduate from high school. And what that means then is that all of the other risk factors begin to kick in: early pregnancy, gangs, drugs, prisons. And in fact, one statistic shows that in our prisons, the 2.5 million inmates, 70% of them can't read above a fourth grade level. So that's how predictive it is. So there's this recognition that we have to catch them early. The other side of it is that we know we have a growing population of older adults. And if there was some way, and this was really the brilliance of John Gardner, if there was some way to bring these older adults with these children who needed help, that there was a way to really have a transformative effect.
That brings us right to Ronald, who is part of that transformative effect. In fourth grade, when you were a student, you had a very difficult time and you were embarrassed by a teacher. What happened?
The teacher told me to stand up and read, man. I stood up and read. She said, "Sit down, boy, you can't read." And I was hurt. In the sixth grade, I had a teacher. He told my mother, "I'm going to keep your son back a half a semester to work with his reading and his math." And he helped me to make it through seventh grade and on to high school.
So it sounds like your mentor really changed your life, literally, no exaggeration. So you're not a teacher. You didn't go on to become a teacher. Why did you decide that you would become an Experience Corps member?
I think the fact that I had a successful career and I was able to retire, and I went back to school and got a degree in geography for my pleasure. And I said to myself, I got to give back to what someone gave to me. And I jumped in there, and I'm very happy doing tutoring because I feel like I'm a rock star. The students appreciate me, and they give me something to get up every morning at 5:30 and get to the west side and drive an hour to get there.
So walk me through then how you train your volunteers and exactly what you have them do.
Our volunteers get about 25 hours of pre-service training before they ever see a child. And at the heart of that training is an adage that we say is that, how can you teach me if you don't know me? So the first and foremost, what we want them to do is to really connect with the child. That's the mentoring part. And then we give them all sorts of study on components of reading and child development and child behavior, so that when they walk into the classroom, they really are a partner with the teacher in identifying the deficits that the child might have and figuring out ways to make it work.
You have a very high retention rate. 80% of your volunteers are retained. That's incredibly high. 60 to 70% of your students achieve a year or more progress as they're doing the work. What role is the sense that folks over 50 can often seem like kindly grandparents to some of these students as well?
Well, I think that's really an important part of it. I think almost genetically there's a right kind of connection, because kids are looking for reinforcement and they're sponges, as we know. And on the other side, those of us beyond 50 really recognize that maybe we have something to give back. So with that relationship, this bond is created, and children are really giving to the older adult as much as they're learning and receiving from the older adult.
You sort of said that, Ronald, right? You said that you feel like you're a rock star. You're getting up at 5:30 in the morning a couple of times a week in order to do that. How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel like I'm doing something, and I can live longer by giving back to the students. And it's just like they should pay me to do what I'm doing.
Has it been a struggle to get folks who are over 50, 55 to join you in the Experience Corps? I mean, what do you think you need to tell more people to join?
Well, I think Ron just said it. I think that when there is a recognition that you get more than you give by being in the relationship, I think that that's why people stay. And not only that, but there's an extraordinary health effect and beneficial effect to being a mentor and engaging. More physically fit, more mentally acute, greater social engagement, a greater sense of purpose, which you just heard Ron talk about. There was a recent study by Johns Hopkins that found that some of our volunteers in Baltimore actually experienced a reversal of the underlying causes of dementia by volunteering, so that there are extraordinary health effects, but also emotional effects, both for the adult and for the children.
So, Ronald, I'll give you the last question. Would there ever be a point where you would retire from your, I guess, retirement and go on and stop helping in Experience Corps?
I've been retired 18 years. And to be truthful
And you're getting up at 5:30.
To be truthful with you, I have different other programs that I'm volunteering for. And to me, volunteering is keeping me alive, keeping me going. So no, I think I'm going to keep going until I can't move.
Well, thanks to both of you for joining me. Congratulations to both
Thank
of you
you.
for the
Thank
great
you.
work you're doing.